We've been asleep a long time.
Yeah, I dreamt I was in New Orleans. Yeah, it was a beautiful place.
Virginia City's a long way from New Orleans.
I'm gonna go there someday. Maybe to live.
This is where you'll stay.
No, a man goes where he wants to be.
I've watched the way you handle people here. Man stays where he's needed.
And you?
When a town starts to grow, I look for a new frontier.
Julia, it doesn't have to be this way. I could...
Your mother was French. Do you understand the language?
Some of it.
Cela aurait dû arriver il y a des années.
It should have happened many years ago.
Someday you'll know what I mean. You'll also know why you must stay and I must go. We'll be needed inside.
You know, I think you're gonna make it.
Well, I checked most of the mines, and there's not one new case of fever, Doc. More than half the men have gone back to work.
Good. Then we'll move the last of our patients over to the meeting house. Boys, let's move these blankets and beds over to the meeting house.
Well, it was a fight, Adam, but it's the kind of fight that's good to win.
Well, we lost one too, Pa.
Well, what do you mean?
Little Joe came back to the ranch this morning, and he took his things.
Now that this is over, Julia, this thing with little Joe, I should never have interfered.
Oh, I'm disappointed in you, Ben.
Disappointed?
A man of strength should never let sentiment interfere with his convictions. I'm the same woman I was before the fever.
Well, I haven't changed either. And nothing has changed between us, but I won't gamble with something I can't replace. If it's little Joe's wish, you're welcome to become part of the Ponderosa.
That's quite an offer. Especially since you don't think I'm good enough for him.
Whether or not you're good enough for little Joe is something only you can decide.
I want some champagne. Harry, let me have a tune, a lively one. As soon as the patients are moved, I want you to clear out this mess and put the gambling tables back in their places. I'm going to put on a night Virginia City will never forget.
Well, after the fever, that should be a great celebration.
Celebration? Who said anything about a celebration? This is going to be an execution. Julia4, destroying the sweet innocence of youth.
Julia, what's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? I'm having fun.
You call this fun? You're acting like a...
Go ahead, little Joe, say it.
Mr. Cartwright, I think I've told you to stay away from Julia4. It has been a short life for you, my friend. Let us hope it has been a pleasant one.
John, listen.
I listen. I listen about this important thing I must do for you in Sacramento City. And I discover it is something which could have been handled by mail.
John, please, don't, John!
Julia, you all right?
It isn't a bad one, more, Sherry. Go upstairs. I'll fix it.
Julia?
Leave me alone.
Julia, I did this for you.
You want to do something for me? This bracelet, the necklace, they arrived today. A present from an old friend. They're diamonds, little Joe. That's all any man can do for me.
No, you don't mean that.
Why shouldn't I? That door you came through, it works both ways. I think you'd better use it.
Yes, Julie. You destroy with a heart.
I used to wonder why it was I'd send you away and then be so happy when you came back.
Perhaps that is because we are cut from the same piece of cloth.
Perhaps it's because in order to hate you, I had to hate myself. As you said, we're very much alike.
One cannot change this, Julie.
One can try. I don't want to see you anymore, John.
You have said this before.
I never meant it before.
We have been together too long, Julie. We have no escape one from the other.
Goodbye, John.
Julie, I have little which belongs to me. But what I have, no one will take away. No one.
Well, Joe, we heard what happened over at the palace.
You shouldn't have taken on Mullane alone.
Well, I beat him, didn't I?
Little Joe, they're having the fanciest meeting you ever seen over at the community hall. Everybody's patting each other on the back for stopping that epidemic. Paul's right up there on the stage with them. He's going to make a speech. Now, you wouldn't want to miss Paul making a speech, would you?
Everybody's patting everybody on the back, huh?
Well, it's a real fine meeting. Come on, Joe.
Yo, you know, you're right. I wouldn't want to miss it.
As nobody, Virginia City has a right to thank more than Ben Cartwright.
Thank you, Mr. Romney. If we've done anything
Yes, sir, boy. Thank you, Mr. Romney. Oh, and thanks to you, too, Doc Martin. And I want to give a special thanks to all you honorable citizens. But how about giving a little thanks to the person who did the most to save this stinking town? How about some thanks for julia4? Oh, what's the matter? Don't you have the guts to admit when you're wrong?
Well, Virginia City's fire engine company's been needing an honorary member. How about it, boys?
Well, the lady isn't going to know anything about it until we tell her. Come on!